Now click the record button and then say, yo, what up? How's it going, buddy?
Yo, what up? It's going good. How's everything with you?
I'm great. I'm well. I'm swell. So we got Percy here, but I noticed it's on the order symbol, not the death symbol. Any particular reason that you switched, or?
Yeah. There's a certain card called Combined Fire got hit. It was kind of like, for me personally, was the be-all reason to play this character on death was just, and not really consider the other symbols just because firepower was that consistent and that good of a card.
Fair.
I've had this deck built since before that became evident, and I just never really looked at it anymore because death just felt so much better. It was so much smoother. Well, now that firepower is King Ghidorah locked,
Yeah.
I want to at least try to give it some time, look at it, see it, because it always played slightly slower. It plays a totally different attack package, actually focusing more on charge range techs than anything else, using a lot of Jiro, I think it's Jiro 3's kit.
Jiro 3, yeah.
The Jiros all blend together. Yeah, they all blend together for me.
Uncle Tony's mad.
We have a lot of similarities just because a lot of the death, because ever since AO2 we have so many attuned cards, so obviously there's going to be some overlap. I'm not really playing any of the Gamba or Casino cards that remove when they hit discard pile just because we don't have as many ways to mill.
Yeah.
That said, that could still be an option. Maybe there are enough cards for us to mill outside of it that work. Outside of that, I just want to see if there's anything I missed, because like I said, this deck's able to play the slower advantage of it being a 7-hander and actually defend a fair bit. Honestly, just blocking with a showdown is kind of messed up. Cabal's Ruin, just giving -1 speed against the just giant stat pump decks is pretty. And there's just other control cards that we're playing in here too.
Yeah,
see if there's a way to
I love that.
go into a better direction.
I love that. I'm gonna read a couple of these though. Get more keywords in your card pool gets 2/2. It's a 3 diff, so it's a 3 for 5 damage that gets really fast because of Percy. I noticed you're not playing any of his tech cards. Was there a particular reason, or you just like really cared about the charge keyword as well because of things like how
I wanted to try the charge keyword out just because if I honestly was playing most of that other stuff that I've been playing on death, I may end up just sticking to death. So while I'm on order, I wanted to try out these cards that were, kind of just order lock that you can't really play elsewhere, because I think they honestly are all pretty sick. Both the 5 does actually messed up the more I played them.
Yeah.
Sound Blast deck is a 4, well, usually a 5 deck because it gets combo it, but stun 2 just comes in that lets you Jiro 3 enhance.
Yeah.
Like the kit's actually really cool, and the Chronostasis trigger, which isn't a charge, but it's a cool range tech, and we're playing Percy, so we need gun.
Sure. Yeah, I think this one is neat. I do think it is neat, especially because like you can pay the 1 health, we'll both commit 1. I'll enhance freeze the thing that was committed. So like even like opening this is like not the worst thing in the world. I wonder though if there are any attack orders our main symbol, and as we click these ones, we're looking for.
Don't get void.
We don't get void. I'm sorry, it is air. You're correct. We are looking for charge, tech, search. I want to match all selected.
Yeah.
So amplified jack is neat. Okay, so it's just those ones. And then here's the next question: is what about charge weapons? Because he is allowed to give stats equal for the weapons or charge range, not weapon. I'm sorry, it's ranged. It's ranged.
Yeah.
Charge ranged. And so it's possible. I guess it's just this.
Yeah.
Yuck.
It's a very locked attack package.
Yeah. It honestly makes me look at things like, I guess like Heartbeat Surround is like neat, but do we
can take it apart. I'm down to go a new direction. It's just that I'm not sure where that direction is.
Like I think if it's just like Heartbeat Surround and audio reverberation, right? Like it might just be enough. And there's also a world where we play, instead of these ones, we grab the tech and we play Inventor's Creation, because you can remove a charge and it will gain this charge. So I can remove a Heartbeat Surround and it gains the thing,
True Creation could be cool.
Yeah. And then I think this is just the craziest thing that you're not playing. You are allowed to play this card and you are not.
The card, I don't own any right now. Let me check.
So that
if this has changed last time. Let me look up on CCG real quick.
I don't know that it will. I do not know that it will.
You know with this.
Yeah. I think this one is all these Girl Power Ultra Rares are randomly expensive. For good reason, right? This card's crazy. Stun 2, EX2, Powerful.
It's got its market price $8. Right? It was, but it's $25 right now.
Yeah,
because that's all that's listed in our
Which
game.
nobody
it's
$100
for
anything.
a set.
Nobody's opening any product.
Exactly.
So yeah, I guess we will stay away from the Patchwork Baby for now. But I mean, this is just supposed to be like, this is such a crazy opener. It's a crazy finisher, and you are allowed to copy it with Inventor's Creation. So whenever you check them, Inventor's Creation can have the EX Powerful Stun and just be a copy of this thing that starts as a 4/4 rather than a 5/5. 4 diff 4/4, 4 low 4 instead of a 5 diff 5 mid 5.
So the real question I'll ask you, if we're not able to get the Patchwork Baby and the Inventor's Creation thing going, do you think it would maybe just be better to try out scrapping the charge thing with the Jiro stuff because it has been tested, and look at maybe a more order tech ranged package instead of adding charge in there? Because we're already kind of keyword locked on character. So adding that third keyword is kind of like, it's what's restricting us so much on our attack options.
I mean, that's how I feel. I don't think, I mean, Heartbeats Around is a good ass card, but I do not know that it is the thing to build your deck around, right? Like 5 diff 4 mid for 8, or sorry, 5 mid for 6 is a good build around. This is my next one gets absolutely massive. That's great, right? But Heartbeats Around into Patchwork Baby is the reason that this is going to be good, right?
I gotcha. It was more built around the audio reverb than it was the heartbeat, just because there was no patchwork. And it's because everything is a charge besides the chrono.
If this is the case, I still think that audio reverb as the opener is great, right? A 5 diff, we'll say 7 low for 7, that if it deals damage, you add a committed card to the bottom of their deck. If they have 8 or more, they add a ready one to the bottom of their deck. This debuilds 2. Homie, that's no mercy Percy, right? Like that's doing a very similar idea of what this card has got going on. And so like having access to audio reverberation as your, I'll use the word not budget, but like off-angled No Mercy Percy in a deck like this is very cool. It's very, very cool. And then it also has like the added bonus of after your charge attack, if your blocked attack resolves, it gets the extra damage. Because I don't necessarily think that we're going to get rid of all of the charges totally, but like maybe it's like we play like 3 reverberation, 2 heartbeats around, and then we figure out how many of the Inventor's Creation we do to copy those keywords and make that relevant, right? Like that's an idea that we can go through.
I'm with it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, do you have any of this guy? This one's pretty good.
I'm considering getting some just because I really want to play it in Mikasa too. Well, Mikasa 1, but I want to play it in Mikasa 1 also. Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
So it's a card that I've been looking at. It's also not crazy. It's about at a price that I can justify it being at.
This is the one card that I'm missing out of the set that I'm like hunting for.
It's what a lot of people are after.
I need 2 more.
I'm half tempted next payday just to pull the trigger depending on what it's at on.
Yeah, I feel that. You know, Sand Grenade might be okay. Other than that, I mean, I'm a big patch. I think that like for this symbol, I think it's just supposed to be Patchwork Baby. What is the?
Yeah.
I mean, there is also a world where like just doing his cool thing is like worth it. Satchel Toss being a 5 or 6 low for 5 that if it's blocked you do the thing. You can give this thing any amount of damage if you've got the. Are we not playing? Yeah, we are playing. If we're playing Science Bros, it's a 6 damage 4 diff. That is like pretty decent. As like not a bad idea. I'm a big fan of I wonder if we can do this. No, it's an air deck if we do that.
Yeah.
Because we actually
which is the next symbol I need to look at.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I need to click standard. Because you get access to Quick Draw Arrow as a 5 for 5. This is an 8 for 5. It doesn't have the tech keyword, but it's a flash. And then this is also a flash, 5 low for 5, so 8 low for 5. After it's blocked, your next one gets speed.
with it. There
Yeah,
is a
and
cool
then
flash idea, and then you can play Inventor's Creation becomes them.
Becomes Flash. Yeah. There's
That's
some
a neat idea.
Neat, cool things happening. It might just be. Well, he doesn't. Sorry, we care about ranges, not weapons. I'm so silly. This is still a weapon though, so we are or range though, so we are still good there.
Yeah.
But, and then this one, the other one was attack? Question mark. Just to make sure I'm not losing my sanity. Did I not? Oh, it's not already. I don't have it clicked. That is why. I didn't go look at channel rolls.
You didn't.
Anywho, that is where I am. That is where I am. I think that this, like, have you played with this deck at all?
A little bit.
What are its shortcomings of this package?
The glacial spikes feel bad when you draw multiples of them early. Like if you draw 3 attacks and 2 of them are glacial spikes, it feels kind of cringe.
Okay.
It feels weird drawing both audio reverb and heartbeat because they both kind of want to fight for the opener spot, and it's weird playing. Like obviously, if you draw both, you just go one to the other, but it does feel kind of cringe playing on a 6.
Yeah.
Especially in our character that commits our stuff as we play sometimes.
Yeah.
Outside of that, everything else feels fine.
Okay.
Like there's nothing else that really stood out attack package wise. Those were the only like things I noticed that were kind of annoying when I was playing.
Let me tech charge. Maybe we're just looking at it one more time, right? Is there any world where instead of that other one we play tuning in? Because I think having 6 keywords in your card pool is going to be way easier. This is a 4 diff 6 high for 6 rather than a 3 diff 5 low for 5 that's asking for 8 keywords.
I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah,
it does kill some low blocks, but outside of that,
I mean, you got 19. Just like tossing 3 of them out is probably going to be okay. Yeah, I would probably look here for this, and then we care about ranged cards. So let's get off of tech and look at ranged, and then Jetfire Hellburn. Probably just not the. Because we respond and give it speed, and then yeah, it's not gonna work. So yeah, I think it is just tuning in, and maybe it's just the 3 of that we would want to replace the spikes with. Because even as a like as the second card, like this wears the audio reverb damage bonus if blocked well, because like it instantly works. Like all of these work, right? Hold on. If tuning is your second move, it just works. Yes. No, but you want to play this one second also. Yes. Yes. If you just play 2 of them. Yeah, I think tuning in is probably better than the 3 diff. Because the 3 diff wants to play third, which is still the 5 diff.
Yeah, I'll try it out and see how it feels.
Otherwise, I think that like just the idea of like even playing a singular heartbeats around, or like 2 copies of audio reverb in like a real dedicated order tech idea might be where it's at, and not instead of the not care about this, not care about the static or the response, and just care about, hey, if this thing touches you, I'm debuilding you. My next one's gonna be massive. You need to watch out. 8 mid for 6 or whatever. Yeah,
I'm with it.
And then foundation wise, what are you looking at here?
It's kind of a mess. I haven't played order in a while.
Sure.
So it's got a lot of the science. I'm still trying to like go in on science bros because I feel like it's just parallel stats are pretty good, and we play things like Tinker's Touch and stuff.
Yeah.
So I do want to find it. There's none of the Gamba stuff that removes when it hits discard pile. There could be a place for it. I'm just not sure what to cut.
Okay.
Like I think Stars in Our Eyes are a pretty cool card. I think Acrobatic Style is another really cool card that you get that you're only getting on order.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, it's just kind of just cards thrown in there trying to fill into the science bros.
Sure. I think that's fair. Doing a little looking.
I heard you launched a new Discord, Tam.
I did launch a new Discord. That I did. If you've dealt damage this turn. This one is interesting.
There's a lot of cool keyword soup stuff that I haven't really looked at just because I don't really play the keyword cards. The keyword heavy cards. Usually the only keyword I cared about is stun.
Yeah.
The cards, I love Acrobatic Style is so cool in this character.
This card's crazy in this character. I'm going to tell you to put it up 4 of.
It does trigger if you commit it to it sees them at the same time, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I figured.
It is a free foundation.
Someone tried I figured as much. Even if it wasn't, you would just get it on the very next one. But it's like, yeah.
Nope, it's free.
Hell yeah.
Beep bop boop.
Bop boop.
We're thinking. This card in a diplomacy deck just like seems so crazy. Just while it's ready in your stage, their moves get -1 speed. Just cause.
For free?
For free. If there's a diplomacy card in your card pool, it just happens. If the diplomacy there's going to be a diplomacy deck one day that like and it's not Brad that does it, and I'm really excited for it.
I hope it's a life deck.
Why?
I just like the life symbol.
Oh, sure, man. Sure, that's fine.
It's me. Why would you ask me that question?
Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of the diplomacy cards have life. Not a lot, but a chunk of them. A third. It could happen. Let me dream.
Punch deck. 2 more cards in your card pool. If you've dealt damage this turn, add it to your momentum. None of this really cares. I mean, this has... I guess it has powerful 3. Interesting. I think this card has some want here.
Yeah. It's tenacious, which is really cool. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Which is what I think.
It's like actual free momentum. Yeah, it's free momentum sometimes.
This is why I like it. There's a world where like blocking with this, making them commit and then redrawing is like kind of neat, but I don't know if it's necessarily needed. Having cards like this that are playable while committed seems really cool in your deck.
Yeah. True.
Printed difficulty 3 or less. Yeah, that's not what
we took the 3 diffs out. Yeah.
Whoops. Lucky break. This one is crazy.
And these Attack on Titan sets, that is actually crazy. That is an overlook. These Attack on Titan sets added so many cards we have to scroll through.
During the enhanced step, add 1 mid attack. As a stun attack is played. This higher keyword rating. Lose a health after you reveal a card that costs reveal the top of your deck. They're all fine. There's a world where this is supposed to be really good in your deck if you're going in for this whole like we both commit, because this is just your character without committing, without playing a card, right? And so like every block, you turn every block into Master of Drunken Fighting. Like you turn every foundation into Master of Drunken Fighting on block, and so why not just have it without the pay 1 health aspect of it?
How many of our attacks are text now, by the way?
All of them.
Is it still all? Is it all of them now?
Yeah, it is all of them.
Okay. We could also, there's a world where we go heavier on the commit thing with like Stumbling Warrior and stuff, where we put my newest favorite Percy card that I was playing on Death, which is Charged Aliens Bluefin. That card's like, for him, sometimes it's like double overhead fist is for Byakko, where it's just unblockable. Well, not unblockable, but they can't play enhances on it.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is really cool. And it just gets big for techs. I wasn't playing it because I think I had a mixture of non-tech cards that made it weird. And it wasn't a charge to wear this stuff.
This is the reason to play not Death Percy. Did you know that this works and triggers your Science Press?
Technically, I think you could also argue that it's for air.
Yeah, not Death, right?
Yeah, not Death at all.
After you remove cards, get another trigger off of...
Oh, it is another trigger.
This is randomly a 3 block tech card that says if they try to discard cards out of your hand,
that was in my sideboard of my it's in the sideboard for my Death Percy deck because it randomly hits hits recoup really hard.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
This card, oh, it's already in the deck.
Yeah.
This was a tech card.
That is, I did not know that was a tech card. You got me there.
Let's look at some threes.
We can play double dungeon.
I still think you're supposed to play 4 of this. I know that's crazy, but
we probably could. I was trying it at 3. It probably is supposed to still be 4. It's because it's a remove with your face, if anything.
Draw cards, which I think is important on defense. It just says I commit this and draw a card, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
How do you get those cards removed? I'm unsure, but like when you're done, you just remove and then draw. Oh, the way you remove is by rewriting that foundation. The invitation, yeah, okay. I think we are good here looking at this. So the things that I absolutely positively want to add into your deck are I think Acrobatic Style has to be a 4 of. Like it's just supposed to be a 4 of because of how it interacts with the character. This just works. Sorry, I'm gonna take some stuff out of your deck first. Let's go difficulty. I don't think you need strategic meeting at all. This card is neat. Okay. It gets you momentum, but what are you spending it on? It's just powerful 3, which is not very much. You're going to get momentum organically because you're going to be giving moves +3 speed. I'm putting 4 Science Bros in because we still want to see this card. Because the symmetrical stats, even just giving 2 to your moves is good enough. Making Percy into plus X and 1 +1 is good enough, right? We want this. It's also another tech to be played. It is okay if we discard it with don't do this. It's where it's at. Let's look at our block zones because I want to have as many copies of Drunken Master as possible. And so it is like I want this, but it means that we lose stars in our eyes, which says that like our damage output is like way like is technically less, but this is also like a 1/4. But if we just have Science Bros, it's just like doing a better job than this. Like I'd rather have What's a Symbol in here than Stars in Our Eyes, because What's a Symbol I can do it on a singular poke and make things happen rather than not, you know?
I'm down to try it out.
Yeah. Like we get rid of this, have the Master Drunken Fighting. We didn't lose any low blocks. We lost a 1 difficulty, but we added a 5 check. When it comes to high blocks, I think Imprisoned Noble is a bad card. You'll never get 15.
That's fine.
You just won't.
That's what I've noticed.
Yeah. And so like things like Seasoned Brawler are very good at that 1 difficulty slot. I think like things like Childlike Appearance are very good right now. Things like I like What's a Symbol in this deck a lot. I think it's super neat to be like, hey, let's give -2 damage and then or +2 damage to these moves that are crazy fast. But again, as we look at our difficulty curve, we've got the 1 diffs to spare, but this easily could just be Seasoned Brawler and probably feel fine. Right? Like it could just be 3 of these for a little bit more draw power and you are probably okay. And then for your speed hate, it's just Incompatible Quirks. Like Incompatible Quirks should just be a 3 of in your deck. We want to see this one.
Keep triggering our
yes.
Keep triggering our Science Bros.
100%. This gets to be a 1 of, because I think that this card is cute, but I don't think that it is not nearly as good as what Incompatible is doing. I think we're at 65. Sure. What did we start at? Do you remember? Was it 65?
I can tell you real quick.
Yeah.
It was probably 65 or 66.
Okay.
63 actually.
63.
It's gone up by 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
It must be that I've took out 2 of these and put in 1 of these, or 2 or 3 of these, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah, there's 2 more foundations.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, outside of that, like I'm gonna like explain a couple of my thought processes here. So on a turn that you don't have something impactful on your board, but they do, like on a turn that you think you can win without the Science Bros, Tranquility of Death is like a crazy card, and you don't have to trigger it if you don't want to, right? Like you just
don't push the button.
You just don't press the button, and you're fine. I think that in a deck like this, like Tranquility of Death is like my next big pet card that I'm looking to play. If I was able to get away with more 4 checks in my Beast Titan deck, I was going to put it in there. I just can't get away with the 4 checks, but you can. You're not playing 7 diffs.
Yeah, I've been trying it out a lot with the new 4 diff attack that gains throw if they have a sealed card. I've been trying it in conjunction with that before. I was trying it with a lot of Gambit decks and stuff like on different symbols.
Yeah,
I've been trying to find a place for it too. Sealing stuff on stage is cool.
Hell yeah. From here, I really like Kindle the Flame as a backup version of Acrobatic Style. Because after you block with it, you'll respond Percy after you play the card. We'll both commit one. I'll respond Kindle the Flame and then re-ready it back up. And so like you didn't lose the foundation, but it only works on block, whereas Acrobatic Style works on offense as well. And so like it's neat, but I don't know if you necessarily need it. Carnival Barker is really interesting. If we figure out how to play more allies, it might even just be good enough because Science Bros is an ally that you are, and maybe Saving Buckets. We should play Carnival Barker. Carnival Barker is crazy defense, and I think it's a 4 of, man. I think he plays it a 4 of. This card says commit, add a card from your stage to the top of your deck. Hey, I will put this committed 5 diff on top, and I know I'm passing my next check. I just know I'm passing it.
Could put Cabal's Ruin, which is a 6 check too.
Yes, 100%. I think you're supposed to play this at a 4 of. You've got tons. We've got tons of cards that are allies. This is dope. Tech. So there's 4, 5, 6.
It needs to be ally, not tech.
Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10. So like 10 cards. So from here, I guess we could like cut you down. Say again?
Oh, I didn't realize it was also an ally.
So it's an ally as well, right? It's an ally, Save Bakugo, and Science Bros. And so like now you've got this mini idea of like maybe you don't even need to block. I do need to cut a couple of mid blocks though. I think Mastermind Princess just gets to leave. Goodbye. And then instead of weapon at the ready, we're gonna be playing the Carnival Barker. So, or maybe we do this. Maybe we toss 3 Barkers in, and now we're back to 66, which I think is totally testable. Thoughts?
I like where we're at. It's a different direction, which is what I want. I wanted to try something new since I've been trying out the other version.
And then I still think that this order package works if the foundations work if you just change this up, right? Like the only thing that we got rid of the thing that says if we care about charges in the card pool, and so like this still works if this changes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Difficulty. Yeah, I think our difficulty curve went up just a little bit, but I think it's okay because like you're not running 2s. This is a healthy
7-hander.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
21.
Yeah, we're still at 2, 5, 9. Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
Out of 40, so just over, barely over half.
And you're a 7-hander, and so like on a 3, check this here, review this. You know you have this in on a 5. And then, like, if you check bad, you can just remove one of these shitters for incompatible, trigger your Science Bros again, get this off, look at the top card of your deck, see that it's a 5, keep it, see it's a 3, you leave it, or get rid of it, and then play a third one. Like, there's just on this and these, there's gas, right? Going second, you review the Science Bros, draw 2 more foundations, you could possibly build 6, because you got double zeros, including a Foresight. Like, this looks like a potent hand. This is going to spin one of their committed cards back, which we instantly commit a card to, so that we can commit and re-ready with incompatible quirks to like make them commit 1. This thing lands. With just this, it's a 6 low for 7 that they have to interact with, or else they spin that card back. That's a crazy turn to play.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks dope, man.
I like it. Yeah. No, I'm excited to try this out.
All right. Well, stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you the list, and you have a good night, okay?
Yeah, you too.
I'll see you, buddy.
Yeah.